Welcome to the first episode of Hard for the Money. Let's start our day. Each morning, Sienna gets ready briefly and then prepares breakfast for her family. On this particular morning, she's feeling unwell. She started her period, so she'll take care of that. She has a proper skincare routine. You won't see it until a little bit later, but usually when I have the Sims washing their hands, I'd like them to wash their face as well, but they don't. So anyway, as you can see, her parents are waking up. They get up at around 6. She gets up at about 5 every morning. Her parents get up at 6 and her brother gets up at 7. And she prepares breakfast for them and they eat at around 7. She's a pretty good cook. But her mother always criticizes her over her food. She actually enjoys cooking, and she loves it when her brother compliments her and when her father compliments her on her cooking. And you just have the family gather for breakfast. She's almost done cooking. There we go. And after she cooks, she will grab a serving for each of the family members and serve them, basically. And the reason why she does this is because she's technically unemployed. She has finished high school and she's just, in her mother's words, bumming off of them. So her mother feels she should be put to good use, and this is one of those ways. She typically joins them for breakfast and for dinner. Everybody has lunch outside of the house, typically. Sienna doesn't usually have lunch. In The Sims, they don't get hungry. That's one of the main reasons why. But otherwise, she would just have lunch by herself. So here we have the mom insulting her over the food. After the brother eats breakfast, he typically gets ready for school. They have several bathrooms in the house. Sienna and her father use one bathroom. The mother uses the ensuite. And the brother typically is downstairs when he gets ready. So he gets ready downstairs. But Sienna has to clean each of the bathrooms either way. Or, yeah. No matter who uses which bathroom. This is her father telling her the food is so amazing. And she's like, I love you so much, Dad. Thank you. And the mom's like, really? It was so gross. She's like, you gonna go to work today? Sienna's like, look, Mom. And they're just having their little brief chat during the morning. You can see she's doing her skincare routine. She takes a lot of pride in her appearance, even though her family, not her family, her mom insults her from time to time on her weight and things like that. So she'll finish up the laundry she started yesterday, and as we can see, her brother made a bit of a mess in the bathroom. And it's not as though he's a slob or anything, or that he wouldn't clean up after himself, but he's off to school now, so she'll just go clean up after him. There we go. And her parents will be going off to work soon enough. And Sienna would ordinarily just spend the day doing whatever she wants to do. After she finishes cleaning, of course. But here she can finish getting ready. And so here's a friend, or maybe a potential new friend that she met the day before. When I made this world, I didn't place any families. But this Sim, Paka, I don't know how you pronounce his name technically, moved in to the neighborhood, and then Rahul and his grandma or mom moved in as well from the farming pack. I don't even know like what, but whatever. So we have an islander, like a mermaid, and some farmers living in our little suburb. Okay, so we've been invited out, and Sierra is actually an introvert. But Pucka seemed like a nice person, so she decides to give him a chance. My intention was that if they became friends, they spoke for quite a while, and my intention was that if they became friends, you know, I would give him a makeover so that he looked like he belongs in the neighborhood a little more. But for some reason, they didn't build the relationship very well. I think it's a mod I have installed. But anyway, Sierra's home, and now she's thinking about what her mom said, and she's going to research some schools, see if she can find a curriculum that seems good or useful for her. But when she looks through the list, she decides it's just not for me. So she says, okay, well, maybe we can find some work. Maybe we can find something that I can do to get my mom off my back. She searches through the list, and nothing's really calling her name. She doesn't want to be stuck at a regular job, a 9-to-5. It's not her style. She's kind of introverted, and she doesn't want to be stuck working with people she doesn't like. So maybe being a freelancer could be a good choice for her. There's so many different things that she could do where she doesn't have to deal with people. Okay. But she doesn't really have any of these skills, but she figures she can start from the ground up. That seems fun. So let's check to see what kind of gigs there are. Not bad, not bad. Wow, what's this? Now this really speaks to Sienna. This sounds so interesting. So she's going to go ahead and do that. But it turns out that she needs a sketch pad, so I'm going to get her one really quickly. And then she'll get started. I like when the Sims do that, but sometimes I don't know why they're doing it. Like, I'll check the little icons at the bottom, and it's like, what's causing you to display that emotion? But it's whatever. Okay, so she's finished the work, and now she has to meet the client. I didn't realize it was going to take her so long. So she'll be gone for a while, unexpectedly. Alright, so when her brother gets home, he typically expects her to be there. So they will play games together, and she'll help him with his homework, and then she'll get dinner ready, is how the day typically goes. He had a pretty stressful day at school. He's embarrassed from a breakout. He's really not feeling good. He wants his sister's company, but he discovers the house is dark and empty. He goes upstairs to look for her. Nope, she's not there either. I guess I have no choice but to start my homework until she gets home. He has no idea where she can be, because she's usually home. She doesn't work, and even though she went and met a new friend earlier, she typically doesn't do those types of things. But today is a pretty interesting day for her. Okay, so he'll just do his homework. And as we can see, his mom has come home in the meantime, and she actually got promoted. But instead of celebrating her promotion, she's basically going to go upstairs and nag her son. Because that's just what she does. Oh, at least you're doing your homework. I'm glad you're doing your homework. Are you doing it right? Are you doing it right? Here. Are you doing it right? Are you doing it right? She's so naggy. Here, let me help you. I'll help you. I'll help you, she says. Where's your sister? She says. I don't know, Mom. Okay, in the meantime, Dad has come home. Now, Dad's a pretty chill guy. He doesn't really care about anything. He has one want, which we will check later. But other than that, he just wants to relax at home. He just wants to eat, watch TV when he gets home from work. So he's going to freshen up a little bit just in case his wife wants to get fresh. Now his wife is she has a stick up her butt, honestly. But the dad is like a guy. So any given time he wants to be fresh, you know, just in case she wants to get fresh, you know what I mean? And, you know, occasionally they'll flirt with one another. And she's still nagging him. Still nagging him. He's like, oh my god, I can't take it anymore. So what I really want him to do is wash his face, but I can't make him do that. So I'll just have him wash his hands. And he'll try to boost his confidence a little bit. His mom is really getting him down. She goes downstairs, she sees the coffee that's spoiled, and she's so mad. Like, where's Sienna? Where is Sienna? Where is that girl? She doesn't leave a note or anything. The brother's also kind of frustrated, so he's just going to play a game until he settles down a little bit. And the mom's just going to get to her work. And technically this isn't fun for her in the game, but I just cheated to make it pretend like this is what she really likes to do. So she'll be quote-unquote gaining fun. So Sierra finally came back. Even I missed her. And her mom's like, where the heck have you been? Sierra's like, what is it to you? Her brother's like, oh my god, you're finally here. Oh my god, I missed you so much. I have so much to tell you about what happened today at school. You have no idea. Even the dad's like, hey, Sienna, what's going on? Where have you been? We were worried about you. Okay, so the mom's going to go take a pee. She's like, yeah, I missed you too. Oh, she's embarrassed because of her. She is like bleeding out of her pad or whatever, but she knows she has a lot to do because her mom's going to get on her case. So she's just going to get to work before she takes care of her personal needs. And the brother is also embarrassed, and the dad's like, oh, hey, I didn't know you were home. The dad is kind of a flake. He likes to drink too, so sometimes he'll have a drink. Oh my god, the acne is so crazy, Dad. Just look at me. And the dad's like, look, I don't understand it's a problem, son. I never had that problem myself, so I really don't know what to tell you. But you never guess what. The dad cheers him up a little bit. Because his dad's just like a guy. And he's just like a cool guy. Okay, but it's about time for dinner. Sienna's putting the finishing touches on the soup. She is in a pretty miserable mood, so she's just gonna serve the soup and peace out, basically. And the mom is one of those traditional moms who's like, everybody needs to be at the dinner table. So she's mad that she's not going to join. And she's mad, and the son is also mad. Like, don't want to eat without my sister. But Sienna just has some things to take care of because she wasn't home in the afternoon. In the original first part of this, which I accidentally deleted, the parents became famous through these two different choices that they gave me in the thing, but technically they're not famous in this. But I just don't feel like using a cheat to get rid of that. So, but I probably will later. But don't worry about that. So Sienna's just trying to relax a little bit. She's probably taking some medication. She changed her pad, thank goodness. And now she just wants to like relax because she actually did put in a good day of work today. And here her dad is just in the little room. This room used to be like a little laundry room, but then they moved the laundry room downstairs where the pantry used to be, and the dad wants his own little workout room. But he wants to expand it into Sienna's room, and because Sienna was supposed to move out, but she never did. So here he's just complimenting her on the food, because he likes to sandwich his stuff, you know what I mean? He's like the good news, then the bad news, and the good news. That's dad's style. So he's like, but, you know, have you put any more thought into figuring out what you want to do? Let's not die. Okay, very good. And she's like, Dad, really, please don't pressure me. Like, I'm thinking about it, I'm putting some thought into it, and I'll make a decision sooner or later. And he's like, okay, well, just let me know, because, you know, time waits for no one. And so she's kind of frustrated now from her talk with her dad, so she's going to go cheer herself up with her brother, even though she's dying. She literally needs to go to sleep. She gets up so early in the morning. I don't know why she's still acting embarrassed, though. That's kind of weird. So she's gonna be like, hey, guess what?
LaRue!
He's like, for real? Girl. He tells his own story, and she's like, oh, hilarious. And then she gave him a face mask, because apparently he's struggling with acne. And now she's going to bed, and he's going to go off to bed. The parents are already asleep, and we'll join them in the morning. Okay, so as we can see, Sienna's up bright and early. She's making breakfast for the family again. And she's just thinking to herself, this ain't it. This is absolutely not it. This is not what I want to be doing. I want to be getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. If I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be for my sake, is basically how she feels. But she understands that she is pretty much mooching off of her parents at this point, because she doesn't do anything. She brought in so little money yesterday, and she spent more than she brought in because of she had to buy the little pad as well. And she's kind of not feeling so great about that. So she's going to skip breakfast again. She doesn't want to hear what her mom has to say about it. She's super uninterested in that. The mom, again, is not happy that her daughter is not coming to breakfast. But what can you do? And Dad goes off to watch the news. And her sister Sienna misses her brother. So she just wants to say a little word to him before he goes off to school. And he's like a teenage boy. Like today, he doesn't have enough time to get ready, but he's fresh enough, so he's not going to take a shower or anything. He's just going to go straight to school. So he can head off. Bye. Love you. Oh, here we go. She's like, look at how successful me and your father are. Do you really want to be this much of a disappointment to us? I can't imagine what she's saying. She has such a beautiful, talented daughter. And both of them are like, you know, it's that time of the month and that's not helping. She's like, you gotta do something, Sienna. Seriously, you drive me crazy. It's like, Mom, give it some time. It is not that serious. So Dad's off to work. She's like, honestly, Sierra, I'm at my wit's end with this. So like, what if I do this and what if I do that? Maybe that'll work. Well, maybe that'll work, Sienna. Okay, so now it's time to clean up. Mom's just going to sit there and watch and gloat that she has her daughter working for her in her house. Okay, so Sienna is a good girl, so she's going to keep taking care of her chores, even though she doesn't really want to. Okay, and she can take care of the laundry. I'll just have the mom go out, because she'll be going to work soon enough. And Sienna's just thinking, this ain't it. This ain't what I want to do. She has to take care of the repairs in the house as well. I don't know if this is what I want to do, she says. Do a little bit more cleaning, and then she'll finish getting ready for the day. But today is going to be different, she tells herself. Today is going to be different. So she's going to primp a little bit. Build up her confidence a little bit. Oh, here's Paka. No. She's supposed to make sure that she's feeling good, that she's looking good. Yes. Oh. So here is an invite, and we're going to say, yes, you can come over. I guess technically it's not an invite, but. So we'll get to know Paka a little more. Hopefully, I cheated their relationship because I felt like they talked enough where regularly in the game it would have built at least that much relationship. And I even had them cloud gaze, and it's still building pretty slow. I'm not sure if that's the game or if that's a mod that I have installed. But in any case, I thought they were getting along pretty well. I thought. So she's like, hey, do you think people find me attractive? Paka. Paka's just like, nope. So we don't know if we want to have a friend like Paka in our life. But Paka has an introduction. So maybe we'll find something interesting to do with Paka. So she's like, am I really looking that bad? I can't be that bad. Well, you know what? I'm still going to go out anyway, she says. I'm going to just take this confidence and I'm going to go out. This is a lot that I found on the gallery. I did not make this lot, but I thought it was very nice. It's a little like maker space, community area. It took me I had so much trouble putting it down because the game is very picky about it. But this is where she's meant to meet a potential business partner. She doesn't know it yet. So this guy just walks in and he looks so cool. Like she thinks his style is so awesome. So she greets him and he's very polite. And she's like, okay, maybe we can get some skin. He's kind of handsome. He's kind of cute. He's got interesting style. And then he starts telling her about this property because she was like, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Maybe I might want to start my own business. And he's like, hey, I know of this property. I think you should check it out. And she's like, for real? And he's like, for real. She's like, okay, I'm looking for a place that I can develop, I want to make it my own. And he's like, yeah, got that on deck. $5,000 and it's yours. She's like, really? She goes out. She's like, I wonder. Let me check it out. It's a good idea? I wonder. I wonder if it's a good idea. So here she is checking out the property, and she's thinking, I can make something happen here. I think I can make something happen here. It'll take a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy, but I can probably make this work. So she runs home to talk to her family about it. And her parents have come back from work. She greets her dad lovingly because she loves him. And she's just like, hi, Mom. Hi. Okay, so she starts explaining, hey, I think I finally found something. And her mom's like, oh, you found a job? And she's like, no, it's an opportunity. And her mom's like, I warned you about this kind of thing. And her dad's like, ladies, please. If you think it's a sure thing, go for it. She's like, Dad, I knew I could count on you. And the mom's like, you do it, it's going to be a disaster. She's like, if you don't get out of my face. And the dad's like, sweet, seriously, calm down. I got something for you. The dad's a bit of a perv. Okay, so she shares the news with her brother, and he's super excited for her.
Yibs. Broom. Yibs. Oh, Grinhoy.
Wabba boy.
Jalfie.
Now Sienna goes upstairs and she's like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to do it. So she goes and she gets her loan. The loan is approved for $50,000. And she's excited about it. But she doesn't know if this is the right decision. Whether or not things work out for Sierra definitely remains to be seen. So I hope to see you again in the next episode, and we'll see what it's like for her to start out on that lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you again in the second part.